dream come true. And so, and then sometimes we would open up, a handful of times. But one time, Gregg stood in the wings and watched us. And we saw him the whole set, and it was a good set. I gotta say it. I mean, I don't know. I think maybe he was putting the heat on us, you know. But afterwards, once we were doing it, he's like, "Yeah, are you cats brothers?" Yeah, we're brothers. But no, it was. And he's like, take care of each other and make every day count. You know, make the most out of every day.
Think about that just for
Devon, so after Southern Blood is done, and you're listening to those songs, how did you react to that set of music?
Man, you know, I remember Elijah and I were talking about him needing to really make another, record that had the longevity and the soul and the heart of like Laid Back, because that was, always a favorite among fans and among our family and stuff. And we had, we were starting to talk about producers, like who would be cool to produce this record, And we got down to Rick Rubin, like the heaviest hitter, obviously him and Don were kind of the top of the heap, And Elijah's like, oh, I'll just give him a ring. He calls Rick Rubin. Rick says, I'll do it in a heartbeat. He's like, yeah, it's going to be amazing. Rick Rubin producing Dad. Biggest comeback kind of. So I called Dad. I got great news. Rick Rubin wants to produce that record. And he goes, hey man, who's Rick Rubin? I go, yeah, never mind. And, but man, Don was, so instrumental. Oh man, for sure. I mean, what a legend, and what a cat to have, at the helm for the final statement. I mean, I still have a hard time getting through the record, to be honest. It makes me really sad. It's hard. And I imagine it will be for a while. Everyone deals with grief in different ways. But I heard it one time all the way through when I got the copy, and I haven't listened to it since then. It hurt bad. And I know that later down the road I'll put it in, and then I'll be able to actually enjoy it instead of it just ripping my insides out. But what a record, man! And the song that Scott wrote with Dad is just one of the
Grammy nominated. Grammy nominated. By the way. Scott, speaking of that, Gregg and I had the opportunity, very fortunately, to spend more than a few hours with Gregg over the course of the last couple of years of his life. And one of the things he kept saying to me was, "This is the best band I've ever had." Tell us about who's in the band.
Well, we're lucky enough to have two of them with us tonight. We have Pete Levin on keys. Ron Johnson played bass on the record, but we have our final bassist, Brett Bass, is here tonight. They're guys from New York. My philosophy was, when Gregg asked me to be the band leader for him, he said, I want to get the right cats. And I sat, thought about other bands we played with, thought about his general musical philosophy, and I said, there's a term, and this, you guys might know who, this sounds like something your dad would have said, but I've heard it a lot. New York hustle, Memphis muscle. Is that your dad, or is that some friend of your dad? That sounds like something you would have said.
Man, it's just amazing how proud Gregg was of his band. You did such a great job putting it together. But it was amazing, man, because you had a lot of Memphis cats in there, like the horn section.
We did the horns and drums. Horns and drums. So that was Steve Potts on drums, who is a legend around Memphis.
He's like my neighbor.
Yeah. So the great horn players, Mark Franklin and Art Edmiston, and then the New York part was Mark Quinones from the Allman Brothers from the Bronx. Yeah, from the Bronx, born and raised. He's the most, by far the most New York guy in the band because he can give you a Bronx-style playground beatdown on the bus, I tell you. Mark kept a very clean bunk, a very clean place. You want to mess with Quinones. And who am I missing? I think that's Jay Collins, of course, who got me in the band. A wonderful sax player, and I knew Jay and played in his band and played with him with Levon Helm right before I got to so we had a dream collection of players, and the last couple years, and of course the Southern Blood album was that cast of characters.
Devon, much has been made about Gregg's vocal abilities over the years, and they're unmatched. But as after he passed away, there were many things written about being the greatest white blues singer, and you disagree with that assertion.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think, especially cats that make music, we don't see color. You just don't, and the world needs to pick up. I got a tattoo of Curtis Mayfield on my arm. Like, I mean, that's in our family. It's like we wear our heroes on our sleeve. I think the angle there was, I don't think that he was the greatest white blues. I think he was one of the greatest blues singers. With soul, real unbridled soul, and he just channeled it and came out of it. So.
Layla, I'm wondering, because you're a singer. What did he ever tell you about singing?
Everything my dad ever taught me about music, it wasn't us sitting down with instruments and learning a C chord. He was very philosophical about it. I think what I really took away from him is there's what you're playing, there's how you're playing it, and then there's why you're playing it. And I think he had the why part down. More than anything. That's what I would.
We were talking earlier. You guys were talking about the family aspect of the Allman Brothers connected to your dad, and the family tree that the Allman Brothers kind of began. Talk a little bit about and how that influenced ultimately the North Mississippi All-Stars.
I mean, it's crazy the way it branches out, and like the Wani Fest and all the different subsidiary groups.
I think we have some people who've actually been to that festival.
Yeah, it's like an umbrella. And again, like the Allman's music is just like a lexicon that we all share. It's like a musical vocabulary that I grew up on, So, I mean, I also had a camp called Roots Rock Revival that I taught Butch trucks, and can't believe we lost him a year ago today. It's so sad. Listen so much, man. But like that experience was amazing, man, because I felt like he was teaching us. There was like such a passing of the torch happening, not just for us, but like for everyone participating in that camp. But when the time finally came for us to play the music, I realized that it was that it was intrinsic in a group of players like Dwayne Betts, Devon Allman, Brooklyn Allman. It's like when we get together and we play Karaoke Junior, when we play that music, it's their legacy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like the music is so powerful, and just to be a part of that is mind-boggling. But it comes down to the family. It's their legacy.
And one of the things we talked about earlier, and I've talked to any number of people tonight about the Allman Brothers music, Gregg's music, and his songwriting, and it seems as though it's in your DNA. I mean, there are certain artists, and you can name them, who you don't even know why you know the words to the song, but you know the words to the song.
Devon and I are working on a project. We're recording new music called The Slays, and we were in the studio in Memphis doing some vocals and doing some background vocals. And when he sang, man, it's like the power just coming out of his mouth, man. Devon is incredibly talented, but it's DNA and genetics too, you know what I mean, man? It was like, I was like, I'm singing with an Allman right now. Right. There's no question. Brooklyn too, she tears the house down.
Scott, one thing you mentioned, and I have to get to this, about Gregg, and kind of challenging you a little bit to always be your best. So tell me, You told me a little story.
Well, you know, I think the reason we had this conversation is we were saying, you know, rock and roll isn't always a picnic. You know, it's not always supposed to be cute. And there's a saying we have, as a guitar player, I live to play in the rhythm section. You know, we say the groove is in the rub, and that can be true emotionally also. So occasionally, Gregg would come down real hard on me about something. Usually the volume of the guitar. And of course, that's a whole other panel. We want to talk about how that started with him and Dwayne and how it went through. But sometimes he would vibe me pretty hard before a show in the early days, and I would really, you know, hone in, bear down, concentrate, try to be more melodic, try to be more sensitive and dynamic, and then on those gigs, luckily after the gig, he would say, "Yeah, man, that's it, keep doing that."
Nice.
You know, but yeah, but he understood. He also, it's important to say too, like when I joined the band, it was a bunch of incredible players, but they were sidemen. And by the last 3 or 4 years I was in the band, he was treating us like a band. So he was really imparting wisdom upon us, and there was a brotherly love to him. That's important to say. It wasn't like I'm the boss. It was like, this is music. You're going to leave your heart on the floor, and you're going to listen. Open your ears up, listen to your band, and listen to me.
Yeah.
And that's the shit.
Here.
Well, it's like a fine tradition too, like the blues.
Pay it forward.
Yes, absolutely.
Pay it forward.
That's the thing about the velocity of the power of the vision of the original lineup. You know, there's a group of like-minded kids. You know what I mean?
And that's the amazing thing about the Allman. You know, when they were making that music in 69, 70, 71, they were young kids, and it was remarkably. And
you talk about black and white.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were in the segregated South, and there's freedom rockers, man, marching towards leading by example. Man.
Well, here's.
Hey, speaking of which, I asked J-Mo once, man, you look at those old pictures and all those speakers behind the drums, and what the hell was it coming out of those speakers? He was like, loud. First he said, what? But he was like, loud ass guitar. Guitar and speakers behind the drummer. He's talking about getting in the groove. You're gonna hear it, some guitar.
And you were talking during sound check as you guys were running through the tune you're going to play tonight. The groove, the rhythm is, you know, it's not easy to kind of figure it out.